Design is humanity's best friend, and I think that actually is a very powerful statement, a very grand statement, but I think it's very true. I think design can make a huge difference.
We've always designed, this is something we do. I feel like now what's happening is we're more conscious of that process.
Creating more intelligent, more connected and more ethical designs for systems, services, devices and objects gives us an opportunity to improve the quality of life.
I think is really about distilling complicated information. For instance, the installation at the back of the upper gallery has a really lovely way of communicating the actual quantity of carbon that we've been producing throughout the show.
What I do as a designer or tech artist or creative technologist is to try to create a narrative which would make those complex subjects much more accessible. Not a fact that people know, but something with which you can get emotionally engaged.
Most importantly about design is to make it interactive. If you involve the viewer in the design, they're going to remember it and they're going to actually feel it to make social change.
Someone can know that you want to go from A to B, but they may not know how to get there. They may not know that you can jump there, you can dance there, you can moonwalk there, you can cartwheel there, whatever. And that's where some of the personal expressions may come in, and they still have a lot of validity in that sense.
I think the advent of social media gives us huge opportunities to communicate much more cheaply and easily and instantly with an audience. So I think things like behaviour change messages and health messages fit social media really, really well.
We've got a generation of people coming through our institutions that are more socially aware than ever before. And we see that all around us in protests, from student protests up to the Extinction Rebellion.
Students need to think about what their responsibility as communicators is. It's hugely important what people say and how they say it.
It's a privilege to design, especially if you're able to live in a place where you have the freedom to project your ideas in your art form. With that obviously comes some form of responsibility, and with that responsibility comes power.
In the Design School Manifesto, one of the core statements that resonates with me is the embracing uncertainty, accepting that there will always be change and there's not things that we can control or predict the future to be. It's more about accepting that there will always be a constant state of change and that designers need to be able to adapt and react to that.